I remember that Canton Fair in China is happening again in October around ticket or return ticket to China, a hotel, and connect you to all the big suppliers in China. This is your opportunity. Turn your fortune into big ones. The little money you've saved, go and turn it over and make some more profit. Just call us on the numbers on the screen and let's connect some more. Director, you've covered the number on the screen on Timothy 2 number in money be a film number money na fine. Yes, I remember that Canton Fair in China is happening again in October.
Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shaxi. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Family, have you noticed now Vema comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste.
Yo, Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very long time, and I understand your day-to-day activities. So you know what? I introduced my new smartphone devices into the market, which is the Hotway Cyber 16 Pro SM series. As you can see, it's fresh, box to is shiny.
Gradually, we are getting to the end of the week. It is still raining. It is still pouring all over Ghana, especially in Accra there. People are still suffering from the rains. The floods are still disturbing. And I saw this post on social media and I'm like, well, I will tell you, whatever you do with that information there, may assure say, a day or there. Or say, the weather has come. While some people are booking private jets, others are also booking private parts. Whatever you do with it today, a day or there. Thursday's edition of Showbiz Daily. My name is Roland Amate, and I am still keeping the post for the big man, just as Benjamin Asare is keeping the post for the Black Stars of Ghana at the upcoming FIFA World Cup. Omumpo, Ojidemu Pampin, Self Mighty Power, SM Yame. Benjamin Asare to the rescue. Well, we are here again to serve you for God and country, give you all the juicy topics and conversations that are coming up in our space. In fact, sisi ade amafo trende. Ebi musu bleedi, but nyina baby awo no and e be kire ne obi fili. Yanko straight topics ne de dosu. And Julius Malema, Chemo Adamfo, is in the news. He has spoken. M.anifest has also given some form of advice to young artists, and Sister Fia has also given some revelations about TGMA, the Telecel Ghana Music Awards, and some sabotage conversations that comes with it. And then we have the Almighty that has taken up the trends. I'm talking about Shatta Wale's trip to the United Kingdom, all in connection with promo for Shatta Fest UK. In community there, and also there are others that will be added to it. But then, on top of the morning matter, or on top of the evening matter, this is what we have on our tables today. In the studios with me, I have the nation's blogger, Kobe the Josvan. Yes, he is the boss of Kobe Josvan Studios. And Obojuma Kakra no I the nation's BBC. Ogusunam Kwaso. So if you also have your YouTube channels active, you have your social media channels active, make sure you follow him across all platforms. Kobe Josvan Studios. You see how the movie if you Kobe Josvan at the Co Studios. So say that is what we call growth. I have my brother in Team Dodu Solomon, aka Chemo, the only Esquire and the only counsel we have in the house. Yes, if you want to inquire about anything, you can call Chemo. He doubles as the online manager for Flex Entertainment, and he is the online manager again for Theophilus Digosh, who is the director. Well, helping me behind the scenes, I have Theophilus Digosh, Kofi on it. I have Desert as well as Gerald. And as we go on, I'm sure we will connect with the big man himself, Sammy Flex, who is also far away in London, concerning all the conversations. Like I said days before, or start here, Eddie Maomo, the king is coming, the king is coming, the king is coming. If we want here, and lo and behold, the king is already in the UK. We are going to talk about it among other conversations that will come up. But then, let's start the conversation this way. What I'm saying, Che Biana, Ghana phobia more South Africa. Some Ghanaians that were in South Africa were evacuated from the country back to Ghana by the ministry. Now, Omubedru Yenediye, in collaboration with NADMO, the Foreign Ministry, and other agencies, they gave them some relief items as well as, according to sources, some amount of cash for them to start up. Now, whereby I say so many people have diverse opinions about it. But one person who has also spoken, and in fact, the whole world now is also looking at that direction, is Julius Malema. Nintia Meka say Chemo Adam Fono. Ono one of Africa's finest current freedom fighters that we have. But then he has spoken, and the direction of fire has got so many people questioning. Na papa na man in South Africa somewhere here. Let's go and listen to what the man said. When we come back, I have some few questions to ask my people. Say, what would this mean to the people of South Africa? Is he telling the truth, the good, the bad, and the ugly? Showbiz Daily is airborne. Let's watch this video.
The Ghana response was not necessary because it now creates an impression that we are all like that, when it is a certain section of our society that needs to be contained by law enforcement. And one Ghanaian lady was saying, you see, the problem is, and I wouldn't have taken this option. The problem is we're being beaten in front of the police and the police are not doing anything. That's the problem. And when this opportunity came for me to leave, I left, because if the police can't defend me, it means the state is in agreement with the people who are beating me. So we think it was too quick. We'll still resolve this, and President of Ghana should have given us, some time to really deal with this matter, and we'll get to the bottom of it. We hope they will come back to their senses. We don't have to respond the same way they did. We need to pursue the diplomatic engagements with Ghana until we find one another. We don't think Ghana responded in a manner that really reinforces dialogue and diplomatic engagements. It actually creates a very bad extreme situation, which is not. It's a selected few, and we are pursuing and persuading government to still act on those few, and we're saying to them, they must give us some time, they must be patient, and those who don't feel safe, especially the legally documented Ghanaians, should be able to run to police stations for safety, and then they will be directed to rightful places where they will be secured. But it's an emotional issue for many of them, understandably so, but the reaction of government should have been postponed a bit to give us an opportunity to deal with what is happening here in South Africa.
My last question, I'm sure the colleagues would also want to talk about local issues. The issue here, you also have genuine concerns by South Africans. 30 years.
Malema, this is what came from him, and after, according to him, the decision by the Ghanaian government is one that is not giving them a good image. And to him and some people, they are not too happy because they feel it is an approach that is making the entire nation look some way. Chamo,
yeah,
my name come we start so now.
Yeah,
Malema de Unipa.
Julius Malema.
Julius Malema.
Yeah.
As an I say, he came to Ghana, right?
Yeah, he came in quietly. I said, "Oh, I needed this."
Yeah. Because I think I saw some videos of him in Ghana also.
He came in quietly. I think he met some of the social justice warriors, you know, group, you know, be shy, they didn't come on. I understand his frustration. I understand where he's coming from. I mean, for the first time, I agree with him to some extent. Not the Ghana part, but we have seen him talk about the whole issue.
Yeah,
he's been straightforward with it. Like he's saying that what his people are doing is not right, and it will not even give them the result that they are looking for.
True.
So what is the need for that? You are telling others to go to their country because they are the one taking the jobs. Meanwhile, when you sack them, you don't even have the skill to do that job, or you don't have any desire to do that job. So what are you talking about? Interestingly, I saw a video of the other lady, the lady who was interrogating one Ghanaian on the streets. I saw another video of her trying to justify why they are sacking people, and she's taking it to the extreme. At that point, I saw that no, this is ridiculous. She was saying that they even have to sack the footballers because they have South African footballers who can play football in South Africa. Why should they allow other people to come to South Africa to play football? Not only football. She also went on to say that they have presenters. Why should a foreigner come to South Africa to be a presenter whilst they have people in South Africa who can be presenters? So they should not allow foreigners to be presenters, TV presenters or radio presenters in South Africa. She went further to say that they shouldn't even allow lawyers to practice in South Africa because they have equally intelligent South Africans who can defend their own people. So I think at this point, the thing, it has gotten to the extreme. So I agree with Julius Malema if he is saying that what his people are doing is not right. Just that he wishes that the Ghanaian government would go the diplomatic way and talk to them instead of coming to take their people, because it is giving an impression that it has reached an extreme case, and now they have to evacuate people from South Africa to Ghana. I think I disagree with him on that. The reason being that, like he said, it's about how people are feeling, and again, some people's life is in danger here. Diplomacy may not be the solution. At the point that some people's life are in danger, what could happen to them before the boardroom discussions and resolutions about how to deal with the issue and all those things will not be in favor of those who need the relief or those who need that evacuation. And so I disagree with him. You can't just go that direction because you think that way will make you look good. And again, the reason why I would disagree and say that Ghanaian government did a very good thing is the fact that the government is there, the South African government, the people are misbehaving, you have seen them. You are not taking any action. And you think that when outsiders come in to tell you that put your people in order, that's the time that you are going to stop them. I mean, come on.
Even the people have police backings and all of
that. Yes. And sometimes, like he said, somebody was beaten in front of police. They were beating the person and police people were there. They didn't do anything about it. So what can diplomacy at that point do for those who need that relief or who need that evacuation? I think the best thing for South African government to do is to act now. Yes, go against those who are misbehaving.
Okay.
Go against those who are doing things that obviously is against the laws of South Africa. That's where you can now come back and say that okay, the thing is in control, or you have taken control of the situation. So the Ghanaian government should give time for you guys to clear the mess that has happened or that is going on. So I disagree with him about that. But apart from that, if he's saying that what his people are doing is not good, why not? I think I will agree with him on that. But for the evacuation, I think the Ghanaian government did the right thing by taking his people away. As those who are willing to come anyway. I think there are more Ghanaians there who are not coming or who feel that there's no need to come. And what I will urge Julius Malema and others who are advocating for peace or trying to say that what their people are doing is not right is to tell their government, put pressure on them that they should act so that it will not get to that extreme situation, beating somebody or even somebody losing their lives before you say that no, we have to do something about it. They should do something about it now.
For me, I don't even think it is even about them beating the people alone that bothers me. But then, because we know we have agencies in the country that are responsible for certain actions. We have the immigrations who are responsible for these actions. We have the police who also have their own duties and all of that. So I mean, for an ordinary citizen to now take up the duties of the security agencies gives a huge question on the efficiency of these security agencies.
For sure. And
me, that is where I feel my concern is. And I know the mommy worried or bothered when some of these conversations come. But come just man. Mommy tell.
Well, I think what Julius is saying is not being fair. As a freedom fighter, I expected him to even voice out, even from the beginning of this whole process. And
I think for that one, he's been doing it.
He's been doing it. He's been speaking.
But what was the the actions, the other actions that were equally or that should be backed with it? Because if you are talking and there is nothing or there is no action backing it, I think say Vic, I mean, it's just like you are just doing talking. And just as Chemo kind, South Africa, they have leaders. I mean, the police people are to ensure the to ensure that the security of the people, safety. Yes, and safety are also enhanced. But if the people themselves are okay and they seem not to be bothered about the action, now later on a country will take a decision and will feel like an action by, the Ghana government seems or doesn't sit well with you. I think you are not being fair, because at this point in time you are talking about life and death issue. We shouldn't wait for the people to die before maybe we will come and release a long press or maybe a statement trying to justify or our stance or me. So first of all, I have to big the government up for taking this bold step. Unlike other countries that would prefer like, oh, let's be there, let's find ways and means. We believe the whole situation will become. Our government or our leaders thought it twice. Say no, better still, our people are there to do something. They are there to hustle. They are there, and one way or the other, they are also contributing to the South African country. The GDP, GDP of the South African people, one way or the other is appreciating. So one way or the other is kind of a mutual thing that both parties are also benefiting. So one way or the other, and say, pay now at least. If you also they can come and do something. It's not too late. So long as you have life, opportunities there. You can still start it from anywhere. So maybe get more up. And my other worry has to do with the African Union. What are they doing? What is the usefulness of African Union? Because it seems like they are toothless. We expected them to act. It is African Union. When we are talking about Africans, this whole issue, borders Africans. One African country find ways and means or abusing another African country, and we have our leaders always meeting. What do they even discuss at all? Because yeah, So South Africa may take a decision, say at this point in time we don't want anybody in our country. We think we can do our own thing, or the foreigners or African foreigners one way or the other are taking our positions. And if that is the case in part, I believe there are so many means that we can even tackle this whole issue. But for you to use abusive ways, I mean, attacking the people, not thinking about how the health condition of the people, and AU still seems not to be bothered. No press release, no decision. I think they are not being fair, and that is the way forward. I expect our leaders, if as it stands now, they still claim to be a member of the AU, or other African countries they are also a victim of this whole thing happening in South Africa. I expect them to act, do the needful. Whatever it is, they can, I mean, get out of that whole thing, because me whom fasobia or AU, no so. Yeah, me whom fasobia from the Genesis. That was the question that I was asking myself. Say, this whole thing has to do with Africans, and Africans are attacking Africans. So if our leaders, the executives, are not talking, they are not taking any decision there. That was the essence of it. But all be the same. Well, and easy, especially spending your entire life in someone's country, establishing businesses, owning yourself there, and unprepared, unaware. You have to, by all means, leave the country. You not being prepared. Say, be ready. You have enough capital or maybe a seat to even start life again in your own country. It's not easy though, but it is what it is. Big ups to our government, and we wish them the best.
Some people even have businesses there that they even had to abandon.
Yeah.
And nina kahon ema some amamfo binomo conversation na cry are homo.
Yeah.
But then, thanks so much, Kobe Josva. Now we are moving on. We are moving on to our next story, and Unim says our story way there. Oko online now, one person that has been trending since yesterday or some few days now is Shatta Wale. It is all about his entry into the United Kingdom, and it has become very, very topical. From the pre-announcement, the king is coming, through to the private jets, they call the steez, composure, the talkability around it now. I'm for see, wait there, senior Butreka out of pressure, I'm buying. Wait there, Shatta Wale out of pressure, I'm a Ghana music industry. I have the big man far away in the United Kingdom, Mr. Samuel Atuobiba, aka Sammy Flex, that was there to receive the king in UK, in London, and I want us to go and connect with him and ask him some few questions as to what this particular exercise is about, because I'm about for bizarre questions. Say, hey, na Shatta ako CCA, what is the purpose? Why a bimpo bizarre say why private jet? Na ningi na him say owo munchemu. Ora, good evening.
Good evening, bro.
Boko there.
Tale, boko ni pa na bre.
Ow, soon pe.
And if I bra my bread you know day na account. I bra more money on na bra more yeah is cry.
Yeah.
But you know free wa be okay. Obi awa ho dey say there's a soldier na.
Thanks for joining us. You said saying our kind of brewum for some few days there. Preparations now tough. But then boy and come up. Shatta's entry into the UK. I mean, yeah, you are gonna had ye feel pa ya so am kwedi e fire pa from the private jet's entry through to Okodru United Kingdom. Chamfoni kakrache, I will know say you've been very integral in this whole process.
All right, Medasi. Send okay, no. One of the things I did in London this time anyway, Shatta Fest promotion, any activation Shatta Wale intends to do. And no, and I didn't back room, so maybe can say, maybe be sharing. Now, once again, Ubia Onim Shatta career, no, Emma and Komona Shatta Edi say, or no, Unyaya, or best to quite on a special level. obi a wedding achieved achebia no sase what it be that what is a Shatta cast on the episode betukwaya ebia okitani Rolls Royce be ebia man a private jet be ebia why some settings be man on one him say there is a positive setting just for that welcome no Shatta can so many times say no day that is the kind of life he wants to live. Thank God. I'm sure he's also gotten the necessary resources obetimi de IS animal ntino obetimi abanabaso akase and no one or na ye can some of the enema course super dia na easy because yeah Ghana no so yeah where you can and person you're tracking a welcome into land na you be making sure say man akwa papa no you say heat the compost started from Ghana. Heat did not even start from here in London. It started from Ghana, and the way Ghanaians were excited about it, the noise on the streets everywhere. No, to me, as I could do say about Bedroom London. Now I can tell you say as early as 4:30 a.m. A Brian drew a Luton Airport no. Na fast ni bimpo. Omo drew dada.
Wow.
Oh yes. A Brian could drew and fast ni be drew dada. And these are people who have work to do, but because of the love they have for Shatta Wale ne also mujai bibiana mubeshiano. Na mekase ebo mabaso. Especially the UK fan base on my idea, on which or do money for and idea, and I said, Neddy, who say, yeah, trendy baby or online. I think the question is, Shatta Wale to coin at the UK memo at the time, and he part of the compo church and say, Shatta current me to coin, no to kaya say you to kaya, and it will be sensible, but even no. I think so far so very good.
Thanks so much. Now, Okodru, let's take it before anytime Okodru here. Now atmosphere need to say because you him say purpose or what on him say now kind Shatta Fest UK, especially with its promotion. Before Obeba Hono, one of the kind call now atmosphere need to say and now Obedru here so at saying.
Oh, London, the trust me, it has been Shatta Wale's strong hold all the time. As we follow trajectory for the past years, anytime Shatta Wale does something in London, the kind of response he gets, overwhelming. And being someone who has experienced that on several occasions, who said, Charlie, I want to for a dear room. For the even before I drew Kromano, do not start Eddie Shatta Fest no Kromo. The government was okay, it's a flex Abba landing there, even say, and just Shatta Nibon point means I'm not a cyber bedi and come on my BBI fine. Tina hype no ewa. But I can also tell you in confidence, say, a bra, you see, and now say, bra Shatta starting a journey no from Ghana, no. Till so BC or London. I can also confirm to you that it has shot the conversation around Shatta Fest. It has really trended for the past hours, and what it means is energy, if you have a account. Say before Yebabe or Kamesha na hype no one. I can tell you now, 350 ako 100.
Wow.
And I can tell you that the organizers would do everything possible to also use the opportunity to cash out in these times. And the energy they are here. UK is ready, UK is talking, so I'll not be surprised. Ibia say Bache omonyomu dinko mono room we free this time around. Ticket sales not shooting and so far so very good.
Now this is also coming at a time Yehun said not long ago Shatta came to post on his social say he needs investors. What prompted this kind of entry? And now say what even from that particular post till now has something changed? Investors are back and now say Kwa na ono atwa to koswa sa. Now what should we even expect in the coming days?
My who says that question, I'm for be AJD Atubon. You are not the first person asking me. I think and earlier today, many +1 to your interview, and also beside the same question. That's a Shatta say, oh, it's kind of here investors the idea. And I make Dubai, I'm sick of it. We should come and invest in Dubai.
Elon Musk
I want to play
for
I'm adverts and as a form make it say also the Vika Canada so baby go Dubai. They are waiting for you. So my response is that Shatta Kase here invest the eco simple and BBS say a day we as an artist. That's a percent or yet movement a test the or yeah. I'm not going to mean yet.
True.
Na mo den point me the second point me definitely obe here and go for more financial muscles. More muscle and sana with me because I know as an artist they probably all over the world they want him to come and play shows and play gigs with them. But also I can't say on the day before bet me a piece or kokobo show. I do private jet abis you up a kaka or the assorted with your friend how many promoters am I Africa and I say Ghana to the specific government between for the artists and the private jets they can't. But the artist no person or leave his ass now ultimate condenima. Definitely I'll be here investors.
True.
And again, yes I'm fan count per se. Say artist no pono or do level what do no not so known say Say idea, Jumano, I see Cassam. The other bishop and I directly the other Benya there. On the oh, okay, and maybe so discussing one also better Sika Obenya. And to me, people should not misconstrue what Shatta said to me. Say, Comodino, one cast Comodino, one cast Niska or the Yashi. Demo the other say, oh, yeah, investors. Definitely, when you get an investor, so call bit me a 10. And then because of the investor, I bet my 15.
Okay.
But more when my career I did saying, was it here? It's me who say, the video my BB, it's me who say, whiskey my BB at the internet too. We are also capable. You just and teach you trying to for that. I'm sure we should be fine and everybody would be good.
Okay, my main family last few questions in boss so now we dey yenya on na correct na him said the aka we nim na doso. In an interview with Bolare ewo Jet ni mo no, one thing that Shatta said was, and this is a news card that was even captured on GH1. He says traveling in a private jet helps to sell Ghana to the world and show that we have successful people and a thriving industry. What is your view on it? Because some people seems to be surprised. Say, how does traveling in a private jet also affect our industry as a whole, like Shatta is saying? Is there any explanation to it?
Once again, I'm in the preview and some business. I'm on Kakana. I'm analyze. I'm who say, and trasa name a bibu and China and say me or more online. Me say to do na who say say we artist na say oh yeah baby say na say hello
yeah oh we dey mon fanche ase ya hwe ora ewo ahoma no so ora saba ora
sorry, not line breaking.
Okay,
come again with the last part of your question on that. Right.
So I was asking, say, for the people who don't understand, what is the explanation to it, and how best can you educate them on Shatta saying, say, traveling in a private jet helps to sell Ghana to the world and also show that we have successful people and a thriving industry?
Okay. I think I got it clear now. Now, this is what it means. So, say, and Shatta, there, why, as an independent artist now on one to me, I went to jet by promotion for a gig. I was a back on and then come okay. Now when you go on social media, it is being discussed everywhere you go to. I'm sure there are many blogs who have written about it or published stories about it. I'm sure there are many reviews ongoing. Yes, Shatta and the private jet in Kuwait. What it means is that a beauty industry, no, a drew level be. So, Ghana music industry, a drew and Pepeswa artist, a woman, it me a hype, a moment private jet, a couple show or a manonu. And to know, Shimwa, Ode, respect and ambition. Ushimwa Ode, some higher expectation in the machine. Ushimwa those and go for no me serious or almost started a common in Cassia Pantino. We will seek out there, and doesn't be sick and a hotel. In Tiampa, Okonswa, the moment Sanko Monabecos the Kausa. Sanko Monanya Ghana and Kwan is Sanko Monacosu. Company are almost a handle flight in the compo, so more outside of or jurisdiction. It means almost letting me out. As soon as the furniture is never means why request for rental of jets for the performance. Who is he? He's a Ghanaian musician. He's this, he's that. Ghana is mentioned.
True.
Ghana is mentioned, and Obia Onimse Ghanaian artist level Madrini and not say because Ghanaian artists on Comodia. Also, Mijine, Namit position me, Namit Miti on demand. And here, I know there, Shatta Kasam, Naya doing 100% because no matter what, the moment artists will level berries, your body, your mood in one, your body, and a country of film. And then we can't Afrobeat. So be a kind of Nigeria. It is because we Afrobeat, to me, Jumadina, they've grown to a certain level. If Shatta to me, but Jumana, or to me, do star level, yeah, also about somebody, and again, it means that Ghana will be marketed because of the big Nebiano, your bony dear, you bought Ghana to the account.
Okay, thank you, Ora. So in the coming days, what should we expect? Activities need to say, community saying, with the Mfenya or Wanako take a camera.
Oh, in the coming days, Shatta intends not to keep too long here, and it means most of our activities no better and the time so because if you only say your bear 2 weeks crumple her and never at the dark one was a person, number soon kaka, and today bet you can say keep your eyes on the road. As and when we are done doing any of these things, we would come and inform the fans. We come and inform our supporters. No one who said it. But as I see, it is going to be a very hot and busy 2 weeks for Shatta movement right here in London.
All right, yeah, that's it. Nyamisha, you better one common studio so I say intino. Bibiania, you did say a bob no more as always. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Anytime. I'll be on standby for you guys in a day.
Sure. Okay, so that was Sammy Flex on the line, and we're teaching commoning different. So obviously, I have my people in the studio. I'm so many Mobetua and Common. So Chemo is here as well as Kobe Josvan. You are still watching Showbiz Daily live on Sammy Flex TV, streaming on Facebook, streaming on TikTok, as well as YouTube. So if you are watching, your comments are also welcome. Share your views. Let's read them as the show goes on. Chemo, I'm starting also.
Yep.
Shatta entry into the UK. There are other aspects that we will treat here in the studio, but let's start with the entry. What it means to him as an artist. Why this particular move, if you even understand. And I want you to do it with this in mind. From Sir Post to of needing investors.
Yeah.
Him going to the UK with a private jet, like among his peers, and the whole conversation around it.
Yeah. You see, when you come out to say you need investors, I think that Nkofubi and Tiasie.
Okay.
And I say omu our mindset, they want to push you in a certain way.
Okay.
It is only because you need investors. It means you don't have money. But yes,
okay.
I think that say even for businesses out there are more successful. No, almost a call for investors from time to time, and no almost friend no IPO. Almost a call for investors, and I say the ordinary person because say almost floaty shares.
Okay.
No, Maka say amount for metal shares or company. Not long ago, even in Ghana here, our own MTN a call for investors.
Yeah.
Buy floating shares for people to buy shares in
and
that company.
invest.
And this MTN you say can't telecommunication industry work Ghana how I successful back up you bet me about MTN and the MTN a call for investors and it doesn't mean say omo here omo and our money scan and yes and when there's an investor when you are calling for investor it means you are taking your business or your career to a certain direction.
True.
And because the investors in the bar, they don't just come in, give you money and sit down and watch you. It doesn't work like that.
No. Investors
Investors in the bar, they are also coming with their expertise. They are also coming with what they think they can do to push you forward. And the investors will not just bring you money and then sit somewhere for you to waste their money.
Okay.
They will be part and parcel of it. There will be an agreement of the role that they have to play in the whole business that you are doing.
Okay.
And in the Shatta Wale call for investors are interested in na onisika.
Okay.
A direction now person or they ne carrier ne kono.
Okay.
And no all calling for investors. And without even investors, you need the oil. Any do bit me aye. And this investors become one. What it means that he can do more.
Better than what he's doing.
Exactly. That's what he's trying to say. And you know, nyanti investor conversation as and I think say omuni diabolic mind there. Now they will understand why Shatta Wale will call for an investor.
Now, and no conversation is so private jets. The steez.
Yeah.
And then
the tia no why no. The edibeba no e na wo hu no. Conversation na man for no. Baby a befa bia Shatta Wale no. Eno e na no person oye. Eno why. Eno no so no the ediba ne say he is still keeping himself in the minds of the people, whether you like him or not. Omo penasem kra no omo kan bibi ade na private jet and so ne yehu bi da and a private jet they are talking about him. And those who love him is all they are also talking about him.
True.
Say what set a standard the BI see that and obviously that is it. I mean he's setting a standard that any common ever has it. And if nothing at all, me who Ghanaian musician be or call outside, I say or call any program or call any show, yeah, then I got na private jet him. As I interview, even plane like trot plane crown. Yeah, will be got na munye the interview. How much more say the didn't quite na private jet him. And then any other person in interview a very powerful influencer in our space.
Very true.
Bulare. Yeah. And there's a interview he just setting a standard. That's what is happening.
Okay.
You either like it or hate it. It is still Shatta Wale and he is doing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So our private jet conversation it is part of the reason why what is happening now a part of the reason why or the private jet to call because so obvious or the private jet to call and go for can once and no more can once my beka ko wi say e beka ko e ya no ko in UK or the private jet or ko Shatta Fest and no they say what Shatta Fest is coming on big UK. Now the expectation that I'm having is the place will be as full as it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Like what happened in Ghana here. For people to also start talking about that thing.
Yeah.
Now and the next level. And you know, I think Shatta knows what he's doing. He has a capable team. They are supporting him all the way to get it right the way that he wants it. So far, so good. And I think people are loving it. For those who may not like Shatta Wale or who hate Shatta Wale, at this point now, baby esukakra. The other people now, I mean, for them, yeah, who how to address them. The man here one say, ebinumu as a logical reasoning, from kakra.
How?
The man who from they say, Mose Shatta Wale etukwaya FBI for betching. Mose FBI for ewo krumu ha. Munim say FBI for ewo krumu o mutimi cheche man for. E na omo nchi Shatta Wale ba omo so ontu kwan no mo kwache like wow say why dwene ye adwuma na odwene ya o be dwene sa diwe say omo betimi acho omo abakrumu ha omo ti debi ye ncho to kwan near mecho kwan so like it doesn't make sense. But we know that some people will believe some of these things. Say, oh, kantum musa keka. And into the bibe kantum. Even, in fact, me, I believe, say, omo kasa no kra. There are some of them are, they know for sure, say, that's not what it is.
True.
But they know that some people will believe when they say it, and they will say it anyway. But I don't see how those things, you know, ever got to the benefit of those people. Okay. Even that negative things now more kind it is still in favor of Shatta Wale because what it means is that people will still mention his name. People will still want to know what he has done that for you to even say those things.
Yeah.
And you know, he will keep on winning. And almost also our commentary, you know, they will keep on losing. That's the game.
Well, there's another conversation attached to this whole topic. Mesa Baosubium. I hear question be a gentleman, BBC, who is part of Bolare's team, EIB team, no, when they were interviewing Shatta in the jet. But before we come back to that one, let me see Cobb Josvan's view on the initial conversation. Call.
Yo, I think Shatta is that guy. Sometimes it funnies me when what it can send me on here. You see, man understand the game, and at any point in time, he proves showbiz, no. Even if he want to do his settings in part, the settings no be normal settings. And at this point, people will be asking, didn't Shatta Wale will be flying in a private jet? Charlie, it a boost too, like it a boost the industry. It make people think, say, no, if you have the mindset, say, we are doing music and music, there's nothing good in music. Shatta is one way or the other communicating, telling Ghanaians, say music, you know, often is serious. Now we in year, sika wom. You can live that lifestyle that you want to live. You can still do music and be regarded or respected everywhere. And that is the point that he's proving. Another point that he's also sending out there and say, if you have the mindset, say, in Ghana here, we don't have prominent musicians or, successful musicians in Ghana, then you are deceiving yourself.
It's
because himself, including many others, are very successful, and they've succeeded in whatever they are doing because of music. And another signal that he's also telling the young guys out there and saying, a lot of misconception now people had. Say we a musician Sebi untumi mbo brand. Shatta Wale is communicating and making them understand, say there is a way in what music. And for that matter, if you invest and invest properly, whatever investment that you've invested, you will equally reap whatever investment and all the benefit that you're looking for.
True.
Reason why we'll be flying in private jet and other things.
Okay.
With a conversation with investment, Masa Epumpo in Togum. And who is telling you, say, your big man that you claim is your big man? Who is telling you, say, he's the only person or an ajumana or you're no one unless maybe you're deceiving yourself. Dangote and the likes, they have people who are shadow people investing in whatever that he's doing.
It's true.
They are not seen because they are behind the scenes. They are working like machinery and pumping money into whatever that you are seeing out there. So there's nothing like Meya Juman invest. And when people call for investment, they also indirectly telling you, say, come and have decision in whatever that we are doing. Right now, if I'm the only person investing in my crafts, I'm Kobe Josvan Studios. If I have partners or if I have investors, I can't just wake up and take any decision at all.
No.
Any decision that I will take, I need to consult the board members and also get their say in it. And for that matter, even if I'm making a wrong decision, because they have their money in it, they will advise me, say, whatever decision that we are taking now, one way or the other, we will lose our money. So I don't want to be doing the thinking alone. I expect different kind of people to also be thinking with me along the line for us all to grow as what? Brand or businesses.
Okay.
And these are some of the things that I see. And to those people saying, say, Shatta fly a private jet, this is not the first time Shatta will fly a private jet. The last time I saw him together with Medical doing the same thing. We've seen him even in Ghana here.
Going to Jamaica,
Yes,
he did
in
it.
Ghana crowd,
Jamaica, Baby.
the private jets are
Yes. So what again? Standard was set right now. If there is nothing at all, and we are to Google and ask, which Ghanaian artist fly or flies private jet or flies in a private jet? If nothing at all, we get someone like Shatta Wale. We get someone like Medical. So a blueprint be and already all set pace for us to understand. So I think it's a very good thing. Pressure there. Some of us hearing some of the things, or some of us closer to the Shatta movement, say this is just the beginning. They should just expect more. But the air is even bigger than that. So big ups to Shatta Wale for always proving a point, always paving the way, and teaching the industry. And say whatever agenda are you are setting in the midst of what the bad mindset and the negative agenda he will still shine in whatever agenda that you have said. So to the industry people, Charlie, I think say obi ya DNA efa yen kamfo na sebi munja Jimmy na mujimi online.
Kobe just la kwa DJ Tiatu.
Jimmy
But me, let me say big ups to Shatta Wale and the entire Shatta movement team. You know, it's because if there's something that I like about how modern day people project their various departments and industries, is the lifestyle attached to it. I mean, what we call the white collar jobs, doctor, lawyer, banker, for it to be attractive, eto amount for 3 months. Say okacho be so, oh yeah, doctor, oh yeah, lawyer, oh yeah, say about with some level of prestige. It all boils down to a certain lifestyle. People lived attached to a juma no more yen. And on a juma who be nyama or because or ye doctor or ye lawyer. A amount for who cry even before a beko ko say oh ye then doctor. Obako or say otukaka.
Native doctor.
Oh yeah, native doctor.
I got that, bro.
You understand? But then already some people have lived a certain lifestyle to those jobs. And some steez and composure. You know, it was between the entertainment industry and sports. And gradually, I think says sports for a who frees our perception. Yes. Because now when you look at the footballers, see obi bakra, obi who send a bakra boy kutu obi or form pet or betchena kwa academy yes. Because I near Ghana Premier League move. The other ones in the Obechewa Koso Onkobo. Why? Because the people that are in the industry are making it look lucrative. They are living a certain lifestyle that is making it appealing. So I would say big ups to him. And for the people who don't understand how this is going to affect our industry there, well, they're there. And it is because maybe you see your favorite duo, so it will come as a surprise to you. But the other conversation that is still in this one, where you're business in business. A certain question that one gentleman who is attached to EIB network, but I'm sure after the video you will all get to hear his name. It's a question that he posed to Shatta Wale. And it has to do with the relationship with Stonebwoy. In fact, the guy was very direct. He was very direct with his question. And the answer that Shatta gave is one that has also got people talking. Let's go and watch that particular video. When we come back, we delve into that particular matter as well.
And I know, Eugene, you have a question for Shatta before we go.
Eugene, you have a question for me?
Yes, I do. It's Wale.
Yeah.
Charlie, you do all.
Thank you.
But my question has to do with Stonebwoy. The tension, the controversy, it's been there. You know, like from a marketing standpoint, it works. Because, you know, the vibe between the two of you being that aggressive also sells the two of you as well. Will there ever be a day when Shatta Wale will mount a stage with Stonebwoy? And there won't be any tension. It will be brotherly love. I mean, I know there's been attempts to actually, you know, sort of bring the two of you together, but for some reason it always keeps, you know, messing up.
I know.
Can it be permanent? Will there ever be a Shatta Wale Stonebwoy, you know, like brotherhood that is like substantial?
You know, I was telling Wale a while ago that, you know, it's just that people don't understand when I take decisions, you know, but I don't have any problem with any artist. You know, Stonebwoy is like a brother to me, same as Sarkodie. I've had issues with Sarkodie, and now we're talking. I'm even going to London, he's waiting for me, you know, so all of them are my brothers. I feel it's the, you know, education around what we are doing, and I believe I have a changed mindset because I want to build, you know. So if he also wants to build, he should come together and we build, you know. Too much of the rivalry, too much of tension, people feeling like they are not safe because it doesn't make this thing healthy, you understand? So I believe if he has this change of mindset, we can sit down and boil, you know. Once upon a time, it should be me, Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, a medical in a jet flying to go and do a show. It shouldn't be only me. Yeah. Peace out, Charlie. Thank you. All the best. God bless.
And I know, Eugene, you have a question for Shatta before we go.
Eugene, you have a question for me?
Yes, I do. It's Wale. Charlie, you do all.
Thank you.
But
The question came, and man gave his bid or his answer to the question. Kobe, my man starting come away also. Would there be a time as I'm come away a bit so and I say still perception will say wait there a war zone between these two people?
Well, you can never be an enemy with someone forever. I mean, it is something that we should all get it. And always I say, they say, you don't necessarily have to be, to be friends with someone before you get some business or get some work done. At the end of the day, you'll be an downfall. At a Juma, we are all hitting or intended to achieve a common goal.
Yeah.
So then the whole thing is, me dear or them, my dear or there, why at the end of the day, you're achieving a common goal. With the rivalry, regardless, so long as fans are there, that tension will be there. But the most important thing here has to do with how healthy the whole tension will be. Like you won't tend to bloody, that so violent to some extent. Said maybe BCCRN. It wouldn't be bad having Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy, Sarkodie, Medical, Wendy Shea, and other incredible artists being on the same jet that he's talking about, or maybe on the same stage. But Nina has to do with the mindset. There is a certain mindset to be a industry painting. I remember there was a time when this Legon show crashed to that of Shatta Wale. A lot of people were still painting the narrative. Say it was said there is no way Shatta and Stonebwoy can organize a show at the same venue, being it location or what. So this kind of mindset now has been painted outside there. It is the same mindset fighting against us. Until we change this mindset and the narrative around this whole conversation. There's nothing impossible. I mean, it is business. And I can say, once upon a time, Shatta Wale ne baba sadik na mona nam court. Sika frere no mbeji musika. Muye no msanso koto court. And this is the mindset we should be having as industry people. Charlie be what? Money way we will detain so. Despite the differences, let's put our differences aside. Talk about the money. Do businesses. After we are done with our business, then we move our way. And that's it. But it's quite unfortunate, say, a lot of people still have this emotional thing in them, and irrespective of whatever impact or benefit that will come out of whatever decision, because of my emotions and ego. So I believe, say, regardless, we can still make it happen. But let's put aside our ego and some of these personal sentiment and feelings. And until then, it will be a big, I mean, a very successful one, having this, I mean, amazing talent together doing the same show. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Chemo.
Yeah.
A question that was posed to Shatta and his answer. What do you make of it?
For me, question we say no. Any answer be a satisfactory and as straightforward like that.
Hey.
Because you are asking one side and the uncle say yes, now the person at the other side and also can say no, no, now over fantasy like what. So what are you trying to achieve with it? So that's why I'm saying that you will not get satisfactory answer for them. But I think Shatta answered it well. He said it in a way Obiabon said, okay, for him, he's ready for whatever comes his way.
Okay.
And it's a good answer for me. Here's the thing, or say, when it is about business, he is ready to go along with it. I mean, at that point, it's not a personal issue anymore. So he is willing and ready to take a business decision. So if that business decision is saying that you have to do this one with Stonebwoy, why not? He will do it.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. But you see, I remember there was an issue I hear about trouble colors cover by now on you happy with that answer. The same thing and even if they are not friends, if the money is good, if the business will make sense, they will do it. I think even Stonebwoy will do it. Say or no crown I will be san abeka ebi ono de on theater one ya. Say it can make sense. Say business no make sense nkwan there. He will do it like the way Shatta is saying. Say it is about business. It's about making sure say they get it right. And for him, you see, in our part of the world, I think when you work together, when you do something that people feel say is kind of the same line of business, automatically they are expecting you guys to be friends or family or whatever. I don't get it. And it is not only in our music space, even else or like ebi as a moton nema kra na say munyina moton toma obi hia o ba bi wo ha I say enipa ba ko na ton toma no oni ne de moye anuafo and moye friends. It is like that everywhere. And what we have to know and say people can do business without being friends.
True.
Being friends, goes beyond your profession or your career. And you can be in the same profession, but we may not be friends. And the reasons will be different and personal.
Yeah.
It is personal because your orientation may not be the same as that person's orientation.
True.
You are coming from different background. You are doing there are a whole lot of Ebema Waka said, no, I want to vibe with this guy or I don't want to vibe with this guy. Okay. And sometimes, you can even say it is some way, somehow natural. And until there are some people against Pan-Africanism, African Union, and all those things. And their reason is that the people that you think that we all look the same, black in they have different mindset.
Our journey is different.
It is so different. They are coming from different background. They have different orientation of how things should be. And say all of a sudden, there will be conflict of how we should take certain decisions.
True.
And because of that, for them, it is not about being Pan-Africanist,
being black.
Or you are black, so no. We should rather have a common goal, say we want to achieve something. And based on that, let's work together.
That's all.
That will work better than say no, or different mindset. But if I can convince you, say let's do this together, and I think the result that we are getting will be positive for both of us. That is more convincing. That is more reasonable than to say black. Musician. No, if you can convince me, say let's do a concert together as musicians, we will make money. I will be willing to do it with you than to say, oh, you're a musician, for come and all those things. I think it's one of the issues higher yentiminya the kind of unity na yepeno. Obi timi go ka say, oh, say musicians, you know, you united, we are not together. Only need together saying. What the together then rather than coming up with a reasonable way to say, let's do this together and make money, or let's do this together and progress in the music business. You know, we say, unity. We say together. No, what the then? Whilst you have different mindset, whilst you have different orientation, sorry, different. Nipana sorry, different. And no crowd will have an issue with that unity now open.
Obi Saturday, Obi Saturday, Sunday.
Obi so crowd call the spiritualist was he say God you want as a minye way. Now the other person so say there no God one na kwantre for wa kwantre sem free me soko. It will spoil that unity now all can. But what will make it bond and understand is when you come and say Charlie, me so for mama kwantre, but my kwantre is to get you on board for us to make this thing work. There's a project, there's something. It will be better than say pay unity just like that. I think Shatta gave a good answer, and just being friends with Stonebwoy, and I said just say oh now there's no tension, we are okay. No, it's not enough. There should be a better thing to put them together in terms of business, in terms of making money together, and I think it will work out.
Thank you so much. You are still watching Showbiz Daily live on Sammy Flex TV. Let's go on and let me read some comments that have come in. Ernest Saki on Facebook says, "For life is our life. God is always here." Raz Dennis says, "Blessing seen." GH Melody says, "Greatest of all time." Raz Dennis is here, says, for life is for thy sin. Benedicta YB says, "For life is our life." Okaina says, "Great artists are not made by talent alone, but by consistency, courage, and hard work. That is what Shatta is defining." Vera Amma says, "Ghanaians will praise the video and the rest when they are flying in private jets, yet condemn their own." And Real Accra Boy is also here saying, "Good work." Let's go on YouTube to also read that of that side. GGC for Y4V says, "For life." SM for life. Desmond Dama says SM, and he gives some thumbs emoji. Kwame Knight says, "Good evening." Ex-Lover General says, "Big ups." Frederick Apia says, "Good evening, everyone." Richard Pate 24 says, "God is the greatest. SM for life is our life." And Kachi says, "God's good. God's here." Pam, 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 pam. Celebrity Pastor says, "We thank God for the king's life." And he's here again. Says, "Big shout outs to my guy, Yao, aka Guru." Tawfiq Al Hassan says, "God and time." Celebrity Pastor says, "Shamu, please, where is last made boy?" Kojo Lyrica says, "You guys are doing a great job. God bless you guys." Celebrity Pastor says, "Ashiomu Rov, who say Chia." Isaac Owusu Japan says, "Wale." Kwame Knight says, "Brad Sammy is really, really tired. You could tell from his voice." Ampa Sunsum Pe Honamna Emre. KK is here giving us fire emojis. Brit Uba says, "Shatta will always be Shatta." Frank Arthur Esel says, "SM for life." Kwame Knight says, "Kobe Josva know they play with words if he wants to fire." Ankachi, "When will we all come together to congratulate someone when he or she is winning?" Oh, Ghana. Congratulations in Adi to the SM boss and everyone involved in organizing the show. Kudos. Brett Oba says, "In all honesty, let's not deceive ourselves. I always get angry when people keep asking Shatta the question and not the other guy. The guy is emotional and his ego is killing him. They can't be friends. Emmanuel Frimpong says SM for life. Heat. Emmanuel Hagan says thanks, brothers. God bless you. Jackie Boatin here is saying some people will get heart attack and it dear. And Papa and it dear and it dear. Ebeshe shiomu countryman songo beka. Shiwon. Prempeh Jr. says, in fact, Rasami and his team has really helped the movement. God bless you guys for life till casket. God continue to bless the king. Papa Bretuba says, the other guy said his mother will kill him if he reconcile with Donny. Why then do you keep asking Shatta that question? Jackie Boatin says, don't hate, just appreciate. Slim. Also then, don't hate, just appreciate. Slim. Stone and Yaya Boy, come here. Register, they are not you.
Come here. Black Rasta.
Ali Abdul says, God bless Sammy Flex. Jackie Boatin says, some of these gatekeepers need to learn. Bretuba says, wake up. Wake is the blueprint. Simple. Charles Bobo says, Shatta is a pace setter. Jackie Boatin says, he's that guy. I agree with you. And Bretuba says, they are bleeding. And he gave hashtag SM. Still on Showbiz Daily, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, as well as TikTok. TikTok way, Monto Lion, Namuntu Globe, Namuntu Universe. And make sure you double tap whenever you join. Very soon I'll find a way to read some of the comments also that come on TikTok. But big ups to you wherever you find yourself. Let's go straight into another conversation. M.anifest has given us a topic to discuss today. And it is an advice that he gave to some young chaps or young artists coming up. Whilst people are of the view that building communities and here also indirectly fan bases come as a curse to the industry, looks like some people have a different opinion to this conversation. Director, come back and let's read what M.anifest is saying. And then we part to about. M.anifest said, to my young artist friends, build your community that rise with you. Hard body, so you never have to bend or fold to the infectless. I'm sure it'd be a reckless.
Why are you saying reckless? M.anifest you.
Hey,
go and find out what it means.
Sorry.
Before, go and find out what it means before. You say he's making it.
Okay.
It is an adjective. That means ineffective, incompetent, or irresponsible. And you have to. Panacho
M.anifest I can't somehow he says to my young artist friends, build your community that rise with you. Hard body, so you never have to bend or fold to feckless,
incompetent
voices posing as authority.
Yes.
And this is what is coming from M.anifest. Chemo,
yeah,
this particular advice to young artists.
Yeah.
Some people are of the view that building communities and fan bases, as it were, just as M.anifest is saying, is one that is a curse to, or they feel is a curse to the industry. And people are weaponizing. What do you make of this comment coming from somebody like M.anifest?
Yeah. I mean, it is coming from an experienced person. It is coming from an observer of the space. M.anifest is not only doing his music, he is also observing and also experiencing what is happening in the space. And say or can't be a onim de oka or experience no de ka and asama oka no obia brofo na o yusu ye no
feckless
min can be mkra sa the incompetent hey M.anifest be kum nipa asem be kra ni that word now you see means that an incompetent person will not take advantage of you.
Okay.
As in, one on said the link of Ubia, on said that any solid grounds, and you know, say Ubia on said the new industry nimusa or no on said that competent sa, and so on able to for on a better the when you say one your crown one hair Charlie. Obe me obe bano cry obe and no na manifest e kan ho asem. He is trying to say when you have that solid community behind you, when you have that solid fans behind you, those people cannot intimidate you. Those people cannot be the one that you bend to for them to advise you when they don't even have enough to give you the right direction to go. So it is the right message to the young ones. Just that it is not easy to also get there. True. It takes time. You have to be patient. There are a lot of things that you have to do to get to that level. And yet, almost was our level now. Almost one time. Kubusa Sako they will go through to get to where he is. Busa Stone Boy, Busa Shatta Wale. A lot to get that fansa or mota or machina, and they were all unique in their own way, including Sammy and others. And you know what Manifest is saying, I am with him 100%, and it just that it is not easy like he's saying it. Maybe I will say want to so obo nyum ba kwa adetin ya o say o ayi ho na mvanye fear shaki ayi the offense over from
Fear Nation.
Fear Nation. Okoye nyum ba ko wie pe o say Fear Nation. Fear Nation say
yes, fear pressure.
And that one. Wakoye nyum ba ko pe o. Just a what bluntino. And why was what the fan base? Yeah, fan flow. Now you Fear Nation, fear pressure. Sa that work underground ho. It takes time and it takes effort. And you know, many manifest just that what I'll add to what he's saying is that you have to have that patience to build a solid brand so that you can face the incompetent people who have the space to tell you what to do. If you don't do it, then they take actions against you. But when you have that solid backing, whatever that they do will not have effect on you. That's what Manifest is talking about, and I'm with him on that 100%.
Okay, Kobe,
you see, when someone like Manifest speak, you should understand the level of understanding, knowledge, and direction that he's coming from.
Thank you.
Let me tell you the gospel truth. This industry is full of incompetent people. They claim to be knowledgeable. Give them the rule, they go mess up. And they brag about what I'm talking about because to them, they've spent years in the space. And for that matter, Omo Philise Omonim. You see, Nkofu Bebre has spent like almost 2 decades in industry, but they knew nothing. I'm telling you the gospel fact. And you know the reason why I'm boldly saying this?
Tell me.
The reason has to do, say, Philise, that 1842 method, no. Those days, no, obeto cassette, and a cassette, eba CD, and a CD aba pen drive, and a CCR, no, yaba digital. Into for that matter, no, to me, I pass it through all the phases into or you experienced.
Yeah.
Or to me, the two phobia.
They are still here.
That is why someone like Shatta Wale will be very hard for you to. I mean, anybody I thought to work to him and advise him. Because at this point in time, when you want to, push him to the wall, thinking that he will bend for you because of a strong fan base, internet is always Shatta Wale. And the same thing applies to someone like Stoneboy, Sarkodie, and the likes. Because through their journey, they've studied, they've understand the space, and they've harbored all the pains and difficulties. So they've built this tough skin. And out of all these things, Nina, they've been able to master their crafts and build a strong and vibrant fan base. So at any point in time, or at a point that the industry want to be like, oh, I want blacklist you, the fans will just be behind them. Now when you Shatta movement and Shatta Wale, I am telling you the reason why Shatta Wale is because of Shatta movement.
Sure.
Like all this agenda, fraud, this Yoko, FBI, back and forth, FBI. Me I go charge this, I no go take your money. If you no pay me, I no go come. All these conversation, like them blacklist them long time ago. The same thing happened when Bandana Days, from Bandana Days to Shatta Wale, he built a fan base, and through that fan base, at a point the whole Ghana or the whole world is against him, SM fans will defend him. We saw what happened during the Yoko time. Masanya fan base and Kamason no kwa bashe ho. Ebefa utrimo. And that is it. But the whole thing that we are talking about, it takes discipline. It takes patience. It takes hard work. It takes consistency to build whatever that we are talking about.
True.
This young of artists, crop of artists, we are always in a haste or in a rush to succeed.
True.
For that reason, if I have one big song, I think I'm on top of the world. But one hit song and a build a fan base. Sometimes you need to go to them like grassroots, This is how we build it. But if you listen to hit song back, it's one say, or go interview, I shall see through shit. I'm paying for. Oh, yeah, what I say. But to the idea. The reason why Sir Codier, Ben and Nam will be dinner temps, not the back one, but 2 minutes. Fanny said, to the idea, Sack native for called X on back trouble for they will defend Sir Codier. To the idea, SM fans, they write, they defend. But to the idea, what single hit maker, no, why never come on?
Fear Nation.
That is it, Fear Nation. But the same person saying Fear Nation, and said the nation, the people in the nation, and said them they fear. So who will fight for you? Because of that thing, Obia baba betu kwasiafo. You get people to be deceiving you.
Yeah.
And they think they have all the wisdom. I say, me, advice about one Sammy the mammy and boy. I say, Kobe, and I'm on the wood to a foot will be brebel, but take your time. Charlie, if you won't do something now, the kind of advice is a bebano. Sometimes I ask myself, say, do those people think say ebia one nyansa na woni man because sometimes they want to paint a picture to make you understand or feel say it's like
you don't know what you're doing.
Like you don't even know what you're doing. No. Once you give them the opportunity, they go mess up.
Zala.
I say one guy become brag for my child. I go do this. We are handing my blog give him 1 week. The onion po. You get what I'm trying to say? The bottom line here is, in as much as say, well, manifest advice, and you're a young crop of artists out there, yes, pick the advice, but say all these things, no. So one can self-discipline. Sometimes with self-discipline, you have to understand, say, at any point in time, even if it is hard, because of the discipline that you have for your own self and the discipline for your craft and whatever that you're pushing, you still have to, push and just rely to your terms and conditions. And I know sometimes to the idea, the whole thing, but Ubeyan Kofubi to say portfolio most blacklisted. I said, "Oh, cancer. I said, we can say true shit." 21st century social media. Obimbra interview. One to me amba. Reasons why blacklisted. Now, what portfolio event ya buku ni nyina utumi kwa yana. Ana bibia why a right we industry ni mu. Build your fan base. And I said, "Obenya sabi because ya phobia blacklisted work."
I said, you see, I'm coming just to make us say, it do the tail end. Yes, what the feeling because I said, the way I did my man Crawford, me manifest your day foot to another. I always tell people that those who see fan base as a curse, no, your more. fan base to me, if you ask me, I've said it and I'll say it again. Say it is a kind. Ni ade beye no and be determine ye beye amount. Obia ne de ode se kan ye, oba mi fie adi nwe aduane ma obia nye bidi e mo obia ho to no. Ba ko obi fie di a ye de taa obi ene ye ono. Inti no, if he says build a community because he manifest with Philly Bida. He is an experienced person in the game. He's had it and he has also suffered it. Into your know, we're tasting both sides of it. He has gone to war with another artist that had maybe a bigger fan base comparatively, but then ono na sisi or say two for. And this is somebody that has also experience with industry gatekeepers. Say no kind, some feckless people posing as your friend is saying, the more authority in the space. Oh yeah, you beba no. Oh yeah, you beba no. Meanwhile, uko biso musu, what is your contribution in this? Oh, yeni a man. Or when he was coming up, yeni a man a platform, yeni a man a platform. Ubeko yeni a man a platform, yeni a man a platform. Na interview, ba kope. Not to downplay that though. But ask yourself, say, can you compare that particular one interview to all the years of effort that some artist, edition and craft muana? What will be the effect of your interview if the artist, and after giving him the interview, okofie kodaya? If indeed some people think they are that powerful, and Kumerika, Kumerika, say artists no more Kumerika wave, they are still there. In fact, there are even new crop of artists that have come. Se penyufo no mumua dia se nkola no wo ho. Mumlo omuni enhwe. If indeed the power you think lies in your bosom, una oye the epitome, the power bank. Una oye power bank, power station, no akosombo of the industry na. Fa network you be no mlo ni enhwe ade. You see, it will tell you that power ne there rotate even at times. And even if, say, a stable of akumpoa, ningina and tafakunda. And that is what Manifest is saying. So to young artists, make sure you build that strong community that will ride with you, stand with you day and night. And this is not just Van Kayano. There are so many artists in this country that today. Senkenyo mo fan basis anka career no. Chemo beka chaw. Tonsum. Yanko into our final round of the show. But let me read some of the messages that have come. Boga Bobo TV says, greetings family. I'm happy today. Don't know why. God bless King Shatta. Prof. Ankonan Rebel says, hey Roland, what at all do you want to do on your head? Minimo bra, your head tire. It's true, my head, yeah, it has tire. Jackie Boatin says, Obia boa, and then yampa. Prof is here says, I greet you, Prof. Yeah, so welcome. Jackie Boatin says, if you can't beat them, join them and stop talking recklessly. Patron next time, Sister Arne FY for Manifest. Right. Ali Abdul says, Chemo go school, Roland no go school. Ayampo. Jackie Boatin says, Shatta don't have a problem. It's true. It's true is the problem. Yes, madam. Comfort. Kogo says, my prayer as Shatta have a successful show. My prayer is Shatta have a successful show and no long talk on stage. Long talk, ne dia oboa. Of course, for mobile. No, baby, and your friend sermons on performance. Boga Bobo says, this man in yellow made me cry my ass off. He said Ebony Nation are afraid of their own, which I agree, Pap. Hey, Charlie. What's if you're nation? What Ebony Nation? Prof says we have to find or create ways to increase the subscription on this channel and all the affiliates. That is Kobe Just Band platform and Roland Report. I agree. So tell a friend to tell another friend that we are here doing the Lord's work and this is the place that they should subscribe so that they can enjoy. Na other side, then they can subscribe. Heart attack in Kwa. Real Accra Boy says, good work. Elizabeth and Koma says, Chemo, I like your keywords. Chemo once again said, together sing. Nana Ntafo Hene says, watching and listening from UAE. Big ups to you. Factor GH says, flying PJ has become an achievement. Yes, it is. Senya, bra, airport to be quite to be near here. Haj Aziz says, God of music, last mate boy, Ashaman Terminator will burn. And Obi says, Shatta traveled to London with private jets. The last time I checked, Ifu, yeah. Ava Hapa says, God go, your English is awful. And Monica Bukari says, good. Joshua Tay says, you people talk too much. And the Ampa we talk for a living. Walker Lauren says, keep fooling yourself. Well, it sounds good for you, the wisest person, to be watching the people that are fooling themselves. Says a lot about you. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Ismail Ajete says, good evening, everyone. Shatta first. It go big. Let's go into our final round of today's show, and Sister Fia is also in the news. Sister Fia has a concern. Sister Fia, dear, she's my industry crush. Yeah. Sister Fia, dear. Obi oni me be anim say Sister Fia, dear. Even from a farm in Ninhuagro. She has raised a huge conversation in the space. And to me, I am a broken heart. Ochla! Affiliation with some artists, and here she mentioned Shatta even caused some of her problems in terms of sabotage and all of that in the industry. The good, the bad, the ugly, suffering by affiliation there. Is it one that we will condone or we will do away with? Let's listen to Sister Fia in an interview with MC Portfolio on Angel in Kumasi.
I remember.
But the time I can say Aswadin and a yemia. Aswadin till now a yemia.
Right.
So that's why I felt say there is a sabotage going on with me. Because whether I just got nominated for Weather in Kona. I think it's a Weather or Kona. So Aswadin was there.
He was like monster.
Look, I released the song and in 2 weeks. And you know me release the 1 week na efa baby 2 weeks. Oh, but the nominations by Aswadin was not part of the nominations.
You're nominated.
No,
this is a song. Even Kwame Eugene Nankasa, the best performing songs, I can't playlist constantly. No.
Yeah. They'd never nominated the song. So that's where I thought, that made it clear to me. I said, damn, what did I do? Like, am I supposed to do extra stuff? Like, I'm not the type of person that will come and kiss your ass. Sorry to say. I mean, you'll be maybe an internet, I'm being like that, yeah, fine. But I'm never going to kiss somebody's ass. I'm so sorry. But I'm just doing my work.
You submitted?
I did. We did. Look, I think I may submit a lot of category. Yes.
Because collaboration.
Yes, collaboration
for hip hop, for
vocalist. BBR. I did. I think we did more than like eight categories. Yeah. Yeah.
So all this one, Mr. Metri says a song Bia Crime Mausivia, that song.
Yeah. So only the yemi apa.
But that's on the lighter note, because I'm not saying dating someone can get you nowhere, but I'm just saying.
Oh, sometimes it can.
It can.
But I'm not the type of person.
You suspect a board member has made an advance towards you or sometime or something.
We'll talk about this later.
Outdoor conversation. That is pathetic. This is news to me. I was thinking, so when you're best high life artist or song down.
I think it was Ghana Music Awards
USA. Okay, except Basso 8th of August. Yes, because I'll be the red carpet host for this very year. So yeah, except Basso. Oh, interesting. She Ghana Music Awards only DM. I remember.
Trying to dissect the possible ways somebody like Sister Fia, who has some good number of hits in the system, I'm missing out on nominations now. Questions needed from different portfolio. Dream who sound tiasi. No bisa say na obi person online o manale obi person ura the kingdom of Ngma. Wa man ra the kingdom of Ngma. Enti that is the fear unya nomination nana. But then this is what Sister Fia is saying. Ophelia, Charlie, as a sabotage because hits are whopper, especially Nancy and Shuto. Said near where that night. Because said I'm out for and so when your nomination cry. Chemo.
Yeah.
Stefia said me ever can say.
Oh, and a big deal by Metanasi. So Obia and she will not be the first person issue about complaining. And I said I was scheme. About when you are complaining. Okay. And you know, Metanasi, and I think she has every right to complain as well. Yeah, say unim say wa boedwuma pa o pa basobode na ampa ya die a solid defy adwuma na wa bon and as I confirm adwuma na wo a unim say wa bon say ankosa ya and they all can a true say or songs be or her and ka oti akira o expect say song we there and go into me room any baby. But the other side is and why didn't you film? Why? And no. So the thing is how you feel, and I said the way you feel about your song or not there, you have every right to feel like that. Also, Onyum they have the best, yes. That's how you feel. But there are others who are going to judge that Onyum. They either agree or disagree with you. And in this case, almost disagree with you. Reasons a baby to me I had the all can say a bia obi she baby girl we cry no hear me into me make sure say am fan kan ho now to me convince others it will go against you the same way I will be hey give way the body quality is already award no no say the amount and you know e wiase no enye fair say o fairness pa dia
ko heavy.
O it's a heavy or hot dia ko heavy.
Chebo ko heavy.
And yes, dia assassin so way. Now also open fairness. Forget it. Oh, emfa. Emfa. And you know, I sympathize with Sister Fia for not getting nominations, for not winning an award any. But since we are winning fair and a quiet fast winning award no, and yet one way. And yes, only more than one. There are other things. Roland, my friend, politics within the space, another within the industry. No, so politics munye dia. Forget only my head. I would no na binya. And you know, me catch a sister if I say, on share instead of say obe blame say obi na sabotage no. On share other side of making a solid ground so I bema obi into a toamano. A bit said their portfolio because I say unya obia or person or bit me on your award. It's funny. It sounds so ridiculous. By guess what? Obi at me obekum no obi at the same award that. So it's part of it. The point I made make here say the reason for you getting an award is not just about your music being nice or good. Okay. There are other factors. And you know, you have to work on those things as well. Work on the political game in there. No? Can you get people to lobby on your behalf? Can you get people to talk in a way that people will be looking at your way if they are not looking there and all those things? So for me, I think she has a point, just that we should understand say this word ankasane is not fair. A fair pa and can de pe any enyano. And you know, any fair and you know, you only go out looking for ways to make your situation better. Okay. And I think she should rather do that than to just complain. Well, complaining may be a way to get a solution because to be to baby sister Fia yenye say e befa and you know complaining may help her to get solution to what she's looking for, and I sympathize with her because yes, she has good songs and her songs are also doing well, not just say oh good songs keke. And you know say when you're happy with not getting an award, I mean I'm with her on that, but she should know that this world is not a fair world. So you have to find a way to get what you are looking for. If you are waiting for fairness there will be soon, but you won't get the results that you are looking for.
Okay, thank you so much, Emo. Kobe, 5 years.
Right. It's sad, but it is something that is not going to end so soon. And this wouldn't be the first time and the last time. I mean, a lot of people have equally cried or become a victim of that same thing. I mean, medical and so one way or the other experience with that, when they share experience with that. A lot of artists. And on and say fairness, Juma, Anka, Fancy Gadam, Total Cheat, and the most popular song over Patapa One Corner. Because at that point, it would be a singing himself. The most popular song was One Corner. But quite unfortunate, maybe a Patapa and lawyer and can be a man in our courtroom. And sometimes you might have case, but when you come out for Ube Lucy. And the same thing boss have said, court ye ka mra. And you know, so Nina Eka, and the politics in the game, you know, Tembia Eka. You see, you don't necessarily have to be having good song, just as Chemo kind of. Aside that, you know, there's so many factors that contribute: PR, other plugins, other link up, other communications, and getting a lot of people on board. And the same sympathy, what I say, when there's a need for you to equally go on tour to seek for public sympathy or maybe the love from the people, you have to do that. But if you think the song and Anjom will be okay for you, you might get it wrong. So it's quite unfortunate, but for educational purposes, I think some of these things are very important. I mean, the next generation will learn from it. They will understand, irrespective, you might have the talent, talent alone can't fetch you where or get you to where you want to. You need other things, discipline, other things. I mean, other important things to be added for you to reach at the level that you want to reach. So, but she's one fine artist, incredible, talented artist, and personally, I also admire her, or you may crash because I say, what you say, come on, Bobby in the same. Still on your Juma then, you're wishing all the best. By na mekano, say no cray Juma, and Kawan Kwana, we need most popular song over Total Cheat. Sapata Pampo. Suyen no, Suyen Chin if you be remember. Or the thing was say, after the cry, still she needs to work hard. And let's believe maybe next time ever come. And the same thing she's also complaining. There's an award or winning and a category maybe she made it or being soon so I make it.
I think Ghana Music Awards US or UK move back.
Yes. The same conversation. To that person I want to meet that standard. Often is here, the same crying party now, the same angle now. Because everybody believes in him or herself and can justify, give you reasons why to him or her the work should be considered. And at the end of the day, we have a list of people or songs that need to be added. Yes. Some of these things they happen. Some of these industry players, then they take advantage of some of these things, make her help you bring this. I mean, producers them all they chop. So how much more Obi decided for your music to be considered? So it's one of these things. It's part of the game. Hence, it's here and BBS.
Hey.
And I can say for educational purposes, it's good. Some of these young crop of artists, they need to psych their mind.
Kasadu baby, tell and Munu Michael, just Obi Veggie, and Obi Kayano. In some bit, you make also Obi any Tiapa, and so ye de coca. Okoka when ya say one castle be the bonnet. Sena except she Shatta Munia Mashishe Sumwase. Well, Caesar no better. Okay. The better say we are talking too much. Be say and you are listening. And Jeff Caesar says for life is our life. We are grateful God is here. Now your better say keep fooling yourself. No be say for Jimmy for free hoko. Watch only chief fair. Jeff Caesar says Ghana music is out to UK to prove what is in Ghana. And he says no Wale, no Ghana music. Kontonchi says life is indeed not fair. How can an independent artist compete with an artist on a global level? On a global label, the job hard. The job there, he had ampa. Let me go on YouTube. Okay, I think that is so. So I think that will be it for now, or that will be it for today. This is where we draw down the curtains for today's edition. Tomorrow, if you are Abuja, we will definitely be here to still serve you, and we will bring you, or make sure we bring you some top and dope conversations for us to discuss. Thanks to Kobe Jos Van. He is the boss of Kobe Jos Van Studios. Thanks to Intim Dodi Solomon.